The sportsman spirit timed out and the sportsman spirit of the IHM cricket team. The Sri Lankan all-rounder Angelo Mathews was timed out by Bangladesh in the recently concluded World Cup, the first instance of a batsman being timed out in the history of the game. Shameful to say the least. Let's turn to 1992, the venue being the Deer Park opposite the IIT Delhi, where IHM Pusa were batting second versus the reigning champions, the Tajmahalhotel, Mansingh Road, Delhi. In my capacity of managing the boys, we had not even sweat a bit to enter the finals, except in the semi-finals where we fumbled a bit, but Ravneet Bhandari with his captain's knock ensured that we entered the finals unbeaten. My boys, I love their sporting spirit and appreciate it much more than their cricketing skills. Many of them having played under 19, under 17, and that cricket levels at the state and region and zone levels, with a generous and good nature, applauding their opponents, whatever be the situation of the match. They were not found wanting in the finals also, applauding the Taj batsman, Tariq, if memory serves me right, his name. With his elegance and copybook style and beautiful strokes, he was in the act of taking the game away from us by setting a huge score for us to chase. When he got out, he got his wicket. The boys, as one on the field, walked with him to the boundary, applauding him all the way till the boundary line. Such was the sporting spirit. When we batted, we lost a wicket early, but then we relaxed knowing that the right-handed Atul Omkar and the number 3 batsman, left-handed Yogesh Khatta, were there, both wanting to stamp their authority on who the better batsman was, at the cost of the poor bowlers. All the middle order batsmen padded, though, stretched out on the grass, just relaxing and watching to just relax there, lying down to enjoy the batsmen, to see who between the both of them bats better that day. Atul, among other batsmen, hated getting out. He put a big price on his wicket. We were all looking forward to the treat of one-upmanship, a gentler version of Collis King and Viv Richards murdering the English bowlers to prove who was better in the 1979 Prudential World Cup finals. Disaster struck then as somebody removed the telephone wrapping of the trophies, and one wrapper was picked up by the gust of wind and landed on the pitch at the striker's end, just a couple of feet away from the striker's crease. The ball was in play, not dead. Atul, thinking nothing of it, walked across to pick up the wrapper and in our mind to hand over to the umpire. Just as we were thinking that, Jolly, their Taj Mahal captain, fielding at short cover, ran towards the stump with the ball in his hand and removed the bails and appealed for LBW. For run out. The umpires had no choice but to declare him out because the ball was not yet dead and Atul had failed to take the umpire's consent. But then that was not cricket, was it? I was livid, aged 26 years, with a very short fuse in anything. That's not cricket. But I had to control myself from my students, spectators. The entire lot of them, 800 of them, were there, almost 1,000, not even 800. They were turned into a mob and stormed into the ground with the assistance of the team members, fellow teaching faculty members, and my friends with whom I played club cricket. We calmed them down. Atul, I knew, was caught in the mental trap of whether he should walk or stay. But the fine cricketer that he is, just a wave from me was enough for him to come out of the ground, bleary-eyed, heartbroken, to say the least. His feet dragging his dragging his feet. My boys and I were prepared to lose the game, but not to break the spirit of the game. We fumbled in the chase because my boys were emotionally a little shattered. They were hardly 16, 17, 18, that level, that age, 18, 17, 18. But with Yogesh Khattar and Manoj Khurana's calm presence of the crease, we won the Thumbs Up Inter-Hotel Cricket Tournament. The first time we entered that tournament, winning all our matches outright. The message: winning is not everything. It's not how many matches or how many trophies you won. What matters is how you won them. You should be remembered more for how you played the game of life rather than what you won in your life. It is better to lose and leave a legacy for the world than for the world to spit on you then and later. The Bangladeshis, the cricketing world spat on them then and still spits on them. They may have won 2 points, but was it worth it in the end? Embrace. After the match, before the presentation of trophies and awards, I was requested to meet Mr. Jolly, the obnoxious fellow and the organizer of the tournament. Accompanied by Ravneet Bhandari and Manoj Khurana, I went to meet him. He said he had a request. Sir, we congratulations, and you have won all the individual honors, man of the finals, man of the tournament, player of the tournament, best bowler and also best batsman. Sir, however, I request you to let us award the best batsman to Tariq. Please, sir. He was almost begging. For one moment, I thought of telling him, go fly a kite. But then, because our number 4 Vikyat Singh deserved that much more. He had scored 30, 40 plus in each and every match he had played. And he had forged those beautiful partnerships that helped us put a score on the board. But then I excused myself, and with Ravneet and Manoj walked out. We discussed that, and both Ravneet and Manoj said, sir, let them have it, sir. We'll manage with Vikyat. What matters is we won the big trophy outright, and that's enough for us. So it's better to lose and leave a legacy than win for the world to spit on you later. The Bangladeshis, the cricketing world, spits on. They may have won 2 points, but then was it worth it? Embrace the twist to enjoy the turn.